Over the past year, WSIL, the Southern Illinois Community Foundation, and Withers Broadcasting have partnered to bring you Giving Tuesday every Tuesday.
Yeah, every week we choose a new charitable organization from our area to spotlight, from homeless shelters to food banks to crisis centers. We wanted to show you the broad spectrum of nonprofit organizations that pour so much love into our community.
But now it's time for the big event. On November 30th, WSIL will be the home of the GiveSI Day of Giving, an all-day event to raise money that goes directly back into our communities and to those who need it the most. More than 100 local nonprofit organizations are expected to participate in this year's Day of Giving event.
News 3's JC Brienne went out into our community, speaking to some of the charitable organizations that directly benefit from your support. Let's take a look.
Heron House of Hope started in 2013 by the Minister Alliance, was a vision with a way to serve those in need with dignity for our Heron residents. We went from Heron residents to the whole entire region of Southern Illinois. So we are here proud to say 10 years later, through the community support, the Minister Alliance, all the local churches, the businesses, we nearly fed 300,000 meals. When I heard about the opportunity to serve our region, Heron alone, being a Heron resident, it was an honor to apply for the position, and I just had passion to give back, and I just want to give back to those in need that perhaps might be in the same situation that I was years ago myself, along with my family. So I literally remember eating the same thing, literally eating the same meal for like a whole entire 3 months because we couldn't afford to pay our bills. A lot of times we had nothing to eat. So I definitely do remember the struggle, and remembering the struggle pushes me to strive forward to continue to address those in need who are currently going through the same struggle as well. I think that's the reward for our whole entire team, is that we see individuals, we see families, we see children that come in here, all ages. They're very thankful. They show how grateful they are in many ways. Some who you might not think they're in a position to give, they will give what they can. What if it's $1 or change out of that monthly check they get, they will make sure they'll make a tithe here like if they were attending a church, just to show they're thankful for their meals. Or perhaps a lot of individuals who have been here receiving our services for the soup kitchen have been coming here to volunteer their time and labor. So our team has become a family because it's incorporated by those who came to take advantage of our services. Our goal is to be able to open up our dining room soon, so we can bring back that sense of that fellowship, the dignified atmosphere where people get to network and talk and mingle, socialize, where we get to build relationships with one another again and share the gospel in that shape or form as well. You can easily call Heron House of Hope at 618-942-8500 or come volunteer. Please come volunteer. We are always in need for volunteers. We always have something for volunteers to do. We would love volunteers to come be a part of our team and just to be a growing family to serve those in need. A special thanks to all the donors here in Southern Illinois, because without those donors, without the prayers, we wouldn't be where we're at 10 years later, serving over 300,000 meals to those in need. So a lot of families have been impacted by this ministry because of our donors, because of the prayers, because of the time and labor that has been donated to the Heron House of Hope. And because of that, we are very thankful. We're excited to move forward. In the midst of the storm that these challenges we had to face the last couple of years, here we are pushing forward very strong because of community support.
So we just flew our first flight in 2 years, last Tuesday, flight number 7 with Honor Flight. We took 87 veterans out to Washington, D.C. To honor them for their service and their sacrifice that they made to our country. This trip is free for our veterans, but it's quite a trip for the veterans. It gives them a lot of joy, the appreciation that they never received, and it also gives them the honor that they deserve. They can go out there, and especially our Vietnam veterans, take a look at the wall and find the names of friends and soldiers that they served next to that didn't make it home from Vietnam. It's amazing. It's one of the best organizations I could ever imagine to be a part of. Many of our veterans are so selfless and don't think that they deserve any of this. And to be able to give them a small token of our appreciation is just amazing, and we all feel blessed to be a part of this. One veteran just emailed this morning and said it was the trip of a lifetime, that it stood next to him going to Germany after they tore down the wall. He said that it just meant the world to him. He didn't realize how much people still appreciated their service. He talked about the welcome home and seeing kids and older veterans, you know, thank him for his service. He said it was a trip of a lifetime, is what he said. It's awesome. The veterans always say that, you know, the entire trip is outstanding, but they say that welcome home is what gets them every single time. To know how much people appreciate them and to see the crowds of cheering people, it definitely puts the cherry on top of their day. So we always look for volunteers. Honor Flight is a year-round organization. We always have things that we have to do to prepare for the next flight. We have lots and lots of volunteers and good people that want to give back to the veterans, and so it takes a great group of people to put this on, and Southern Illinois is outstanding in their financial support and their support at the Welcome Home. We couldn't do this without them. It costs nearly $90,000 to operate one of these flights, so donations are very important. We're always taking applications from veterans. We want to get every veteran this opportunity, so we want them to sign up with us.
Byram Fager, the CEO of the Southern Illinois Community Foundation, joined us for an interview to cover a few of the ways that SICF is giving back to our community on November 30th.
Can you just start by telling me a little bit about GiveSI?
GiveSI is a global movement started many years ago that focuses around generosity and giving back to our communities. So when it started, Giving Tuesday is always you have Thanksgiving, then you have Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and Giving Tuesday. And Giving Tuesday is our way to just recognize all the things that are happening in our communities and how we give back. And that can mean anything from the time we volunteer to our talents and how we use them. Like if you play music, then you might play music for different people that could help them, or giving money to help the nonprofits that we have.
And so how does your GiveSI Foundation, how do you give back to the community? What's the impact that you've had?
So Giving Tuesday has been around since about 2012, started in New York, and then it's kind of been around doing things, and now it's on a global scale. And many nonprofits have participated for quite a while in Giving Tuesday. But last year we came together with WSIL and we made GiveSI so that it's one day where all the nonprofits in Southern Illinois can work together to make everyone aware of what we're doing in Southern Illinois to help our communities, and then give people a chance to help every nonprofit all at once.
And it seems like it really went well last year. We raised quite a bit of money. So, how did the nonprofits feel about that? Were they ecstatic, or, how did it go?
Yeah, I think our nonprofits were really happy with the way it went, because each nonprofit had worked on their own in years past, and so they each was trying to advertise, each was trying to get the message out independently. And so through our GiveSI effort, we were able to bring them all together, use one unified message, and everybody still got to tell their own story to their own donors, but we all got to then kind of get together and celebrate. We had over 80 different nonprofits that were impacted last year, and we raised about $155,000 just during that 30-hour window of Giving Tuesday. The impacts of that continued to impact those nonprofits for many weeks after that, and we hope throughout the rest of the year.
And then as the CEO of the Community Foundation, how does it feel to know that you're impacting so many nonprofits that then impact the community? How does it just feel for you?
Well, it's really the mission of what the Community Foundation is to do. So we're here to support donors and we're here to support nonprofits. And so GiveSI is our way to bring everybody together on this one day to say we're all working to build better communities. So we're not only helping donors figure out the best way to donate to support the community, but we're also helping those nonprofits find the funding they need for sustainability and stability. Whenever they're providing a service, we need them to continue to be there day after day to provide that service.
Thanks to the incredible generosity of our community during the last year's Day of Giving, more than $155,000 were raised to go directly back to those who need it the most. And this year, we hope to do even more. After the break, we'll let you know exactly how you can help make a difference in our community.